I'm so happy to share our vision of Brahmastram with you guys. All of you are somebody who come from a state which is so rich in culture, so rich in music, in the performing arts, and it's really my privilege to be here with all you guys. Brahmastrams started for Ayan and myself in actually 2013. We were doing a film called Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, and I remember during one of the schedules in Manali, he came to me and said that, Ranbir, I have this idea of two friends, which was also before RRR, and he said that one has the power of fire and one has the power of water. Of course, that film didn't turn out the way he had thought that time, and it came to the way that you guys are seeing right now. But I have seen this boy Ayan Mukherjee from the age of 29. He's become a young man now, and he spent 10 years and every day of his life really working and dreaming this vision. And just to be a part of it, just to be a little soldier in his battle to achieve his vision has been such an honor and such a privilege for all of us involved in Brahmastram. I've also had the opportunity to work with such legends like Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, Nag sir, who today I can also call my friend, who has completely with open arms, accepted Ayan, Alia, myself, Amla ma'am, Nag sir, his children, everybody, and he's made us a part of his family. And I will always be so grateful for that. Never in my wildest dreams I thought that I would have this name, SS Rajamouli, on a poster with my face on it, and that is such a big privilege, sir. Thank you so much for this. To work with one of the best actors I've ever worked with, and have the good fortune of finally marrying her, Alia, somebody who I met on this film. Our romance started on this film. By the time this film got over, we are married and expecting a baby also. So you can really imagine how long this journey has been. Uh, so it's really an emotional moment for all of us concerned with Brahmastram. We are here and we'll answer more questions coming from you. But thank you again from the bottom of my heart for supporting us and being here today. Thank you.
புது ரோலில் வந்திருக்கேன். ஐ எம் ஆஸ் அ ப்ரெசென்டர் ஆஃப் பிரம்மாஸ்திரம். Brahmastram, the most, one of the most awaited films of the year, one of the costliest films of the year. பட் வெறும் இயர்ன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, ஏன்னா இது ஒரு 7-8 வருஷமாக பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. 7 years, 8 years. When did you start the journey? 2014. Okay, that's a long count. I'm not good at maths. Okay, this many years back, Ayan has dreamt about uh, uh, dreamt about creating a world that we have never seen before, the Astra verse. Creating this magnificent astras that we have learned in our scriptures, in our itihasas, in our Puranas, in our folklore. We have, as children, we heard about these astras, but never seen them in their splendor. That's what Ayan has dreamt. It's a long journey. He was ably supported by Karan Johar Avargal, Ranbir, Alia, Nag sir, Amit sir. Everyone became a part of this of that great journey. Thank you. Thanking all these people for making me also a part of that fantastic journey. ஸோ இது க்ரியேட் பண்ணும்போது இது சாதாரணமான விஷயம் கிடையாதுங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட் அன் ஈஸி ஜாப். எதனா பவர்ஸ்னா ஒரு ஹீரோக்கு ஒரு பவர்ஸை கொடுத்துட்டு பண்ணிடலான்னா இட்ஸ் நாட் ஸோ சிம்பிள். இட்ஸ் வெரி வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் பிகாஸ் what Ayan has chosen is not just creating a magnificent power, it is creating a power which still has some limits. So there he gave a scope to create a bigger villain, and also he created a scope for a constant struggle for the hero characters to win, for the good to win over the evil. It is not like a fairy tale. It is like a very commercial way of telling the stories of these astras. So that is the thing that I really liked about Brahmastram. And also, he made sure that amongst all these astras, Vanarastra, Nandi Astra, Agni Astra, Jalastra, and of course, the main Brahmastram, among all these astrams, he made sure that love is the strongest of all the astras. Not just telling in dialogues, he made sure that his point comes across, that love will win across everything. Whatever the problem it might be, love will win across, will win over everything. He made sure that is the point that he has to give to the audience, and he sure did. And of course, he had the fantastic lovebirds for that, Alia and Ranbeer. And of course, first of all, Ayan is not here today because I think now, initially it is only something that the directors and creators can understand. Now I think even everyone knows, all the audience also know, coming to the end of the project, coming nearer to the release, the director is so stressed out. He has to be there, fine tuning every small bit that he can. 8 வருஷம் கொடுத்தாலும் கூட இன்னும் டைம் பத்ததுங்க, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல every director will be fine tuning something. So Ayan is there, but he sent all his love and some of his messages are there for you. Let's listen what Ayan has to say, tell you guys, and then we will have a question and answer session.
Who is just an absolute charmer. இவரை வந்து அறிமுகப்படுத்துறதுக்கு எனக்கு ரம்யா கிருஷ்ணன் மேமோடைய டைலாக் மட்டும்தான் தோணுது படையப்பா படத்துல இருந்து. வயசானாலும் இவருடைய ஸ்டைலும் அழகும் என்னைக்குமே குறையாது. His charm, his elegance and that smile makes him truly stand out from the rest of the crowd. Please put your hands together as we welcome the king, the dashing and the debonair Nagarjuna. Ask you a couple of questions because I'm very excited to see you first of all.
All right, me too.
You've come to Chennai. Chennaiக்கு ஒரு நிறைய வருடங்களுக்கு அப்புறம் பிரஸ் மீட் பண்றதுக்கு வந்திருக்கீங்க.
Yes.
So how does that feel first?
Feels homecoming. It's like coming home.
All right.
Yeah.
And Bramaasthram, இந்த படம் வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷலான ப்ராஜெக்ட் அப்படின்னு எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். But what did Ayan Mukherjee say that made you feel interested enough to be a part of this project?
When I speak, I'll talk. I'll give you.
Over to you, sir.
All right. Ellarkum vanakkam. Thank you for having me here. It is really like a homecoming. I started my career almost here in Chennai in my earlier days. Sorry, I'm speaking in English. My Tamil has become a little rusty, so let me speak in English. And one of my iconic films, Geetanjali, was done by a Tamil director, Maniratnam, who's been legendary. You all know that. And I have always been inspired by Tamil movies like Robo 1, Robo 2. They were very visionary movies at that time. And they went all over India, not all over India, all over the world. And they were appreciated. And as time moved on, the world started getting to become a smaller place. And Rajmouli sir's Bahubali broke all the barriers and went, not just the barriers, like she said, it broke all numbers. And then Bahubali 2 came, and Triple R came, and then KGF came from Kannada, and Vikram. Recently, Kamalji's Vikram, one of my favorite actors, Vikram, his film came, and it started breaking all records and all numbers. And now we have Bramaasthram coming in. And like she asked me what inspired me to do this film. I remember Ayan, like a little boy, coming home, and he had a comic book in his hand. And he came home, and I said, Ayan, what am I going to have in this film that you want me to do a role? And he said, sir, you just read this book. It was like a 20-page comic book, and it showed my character and what I'm doing in that film. I play a artist, or they call me an artist in that film, and I have the most powerful astra with me, called the Nandi Astra, and it has about the power of 1,000 bulls. And that fascinated me because I was always fascinated by Indian mythology, because I grew up with Indian mythology from my younger days, watching NTR Garu and my father NR all doing all the mythological films in my younger age. And that was imprinted in my mind. And finally, after almost so many years of career, I got an opportunity to do that, which opportunity to do a film like that, which dealt with the Indian Vedas, Indian mythologies, Indian astras, Indian characters, and Indian culture. That really inspired me, and I really wanted to do the film. And yes, I went and shot the film, and it was a wonderful experience doing the film. And the precision and the efficiency which Ayan shot with me was incredible.
This is my first 3D film, by the way.
Fantastic. So we'll have you back on stage, of course.